Hi, it's Kevin with KGMJAM with another episode of Runescape Hardcore Iron Man Edition. And let's see what is going on here. Okay, there we go. Now I got it working. I've been grinding today, pretty much working on mining, and at the last half of the day I was working on my combat levels now at 27.87. I'm trying to get to 28 so those damn scorpions over there in the mine pits won't bother me. And if you're over 28, they won't, unless you attack them first. Okay, so right now I am on defense, trying to bring these all up together type of thing for balance. And let's go attack some city guards. I was doing the scorpions. They don't have poison, not these anyway. The ones in the dwarven mine does. But at least they give you a treasure. You get bones, some gold. Sometimes you get something, you know, special. Let me see, I need 416 more. But mining's my number one. That's what I've really been enjoying doing. I got that up to 52. Smithing is at 43. These two I haven't touched in a while. Start doing a little bit of magic, a little bit of range. And then I got into crafting. Or construction, I'm sorry. And a little bit of crafting. So see that? I got some gold bones. With the scorpions, you don't get anything. Alright, let's see what I got in my... Let's bury these bones. So I've gotten these bronze bolts, a grimy guan leaf, a renarweed, 1 copper ore, and a chef's hat, and a cabbage. And then some gold. I've been getting gold. So... and a little bit of ruins, so that's nice. Let's attack this guy. Now sometimes the other guards will attack you also, but they'll say it. It will highlight in yellow, but he didn't, or maybe he did. If he attacks me next without me attacking him, that's what happened. But usually nobody comes to their aid, but if they do, sometimes it's up to 3. So you got to be careful, leaves itself a way out. I'm up to 24 strength. Yeah, he did come to his aid. Okay. Damn, they got me down to 18 already. I gotta be careful here. Now being a hardcore Iron Man, you can only die once. And then you're just a regular Iron Man. Oops, 17. Wow, those two have done more damage to me than... And I actually got it on block. That's kind of surprising. Maybe they upgraded them since the last time I played. I don't know. Alright, so now the other guys won't attack me, so I'm fine. Let's get out of here though, just in case. You never know in this game. You never know what's going to happen next. Alright, so we're going to go over here, out of the way, and then we're going to go look at the map while I'm recharging. And let me do these 2 bones real quick. Now there's not really anything here to sell. Oh, you notice I got a ruined pickaxe. I bought that in the dwarven mine for 32,000 gold pieces. Okay. Alright, so here I am. I'm in Al-Karid. And the reason I'm over here is I had this great idea that I'm going to mine in here and go to the bank right here. Because I'm still concentrating on mining. I want to get into the mining guild so bad. And I've got, what, 8 more levels to do. and they're going to be a doozy because it's going to take a while. That's 8 more levels, and I'm halfway through the midpoint on that. So that's going to, well, I got 8,000 more to the next level, and I'm only getting 35. I think I get 65 on the gold, but I'm starting to stockpile gold, and then what I do is I stockpile coal and iron, and then I turn that into, right now I'm turning it into the kite shield and selling that at the general store. And I can do all that right here in Al-Karid. Every place else is kind of spread out. Like here to be perfect, but this is in Remington. This is where my house is that I just opened up. But I can't get to the bank there, so I'm always going back and forth. I did do Falador for a while. See that right there? And let me see this music. This music seems to be a little bit loud. Let me go to settings. Which would be where? Oh, let's look at this. Okay, 27th level. 341 total levels. Quest completed 9. Achievements complete 9. I got a long way to go. No combat tasks completed. Collections logged. I don't know what that means. I gotta check that out. I've played for 4 days, 10 hours. Now, to be fair, I'm doing a lot of AFK and I'm multitasking. This is probably the only time I actually do just the game is when I'm making a video. But oh, here it is, settings right there. Okay. Yeah, that was a little bit loud. Let's try that. Okay, I'm at 21, so let's go back to the map real quick. What else did I find out? Oh, the way I got my house, spoiler alert, if you haven't done it, you might not want to listen to the next few minutes, but I went to the estate guy right here, the estate agent, and talked to him, and he sent me to see his dad over here. I think it's this one right here. And that got me started on the construction. By the time it was a quest. By the time I got done with it, I was 10th level. Okay. And then from there, you know how you get a package from the agent for your free. He gives you a free house for free. You don't have to buy it or nothing. Which, as a hardcore Iron Man, that's huge because we have no money ever. Okay, so there's the house portal right there. And you come into Remington, you go through it. There's 2 modes to go through. One is to just go and look at it. The other one's called the building mode. If you're going to build something, you go through the building mode. If you're just going to go in and hang out, you go through that one. Okay? And anyway, that drained what little bit of money I had left. And then I messed up a lot here. I was going to turn all of these into notes. I was going to make this my base of operations. Stock up on these, turn them into notes, but guess what? The guy here, Phyllis, whatever his name is, he won't turn them into notes for you. He'll just turn them out of notes. So I wasted an hour figuring that out. I walked all the way over there, got everything done, and found that out. So that was kind of a waste of time. That's where my house is. But once I get into the crafting guild, I'll have a bank right there. Access to a bank is huge because that's where you can store everything. And I can't do the general exchange because being an HCIM. So that's the next best thing. And God, I didn't know after playing for like 18 hours that I could even use the bank. I thought I couldn't use anything. Finally, I think somebody pointed out to me like, hey, idiot, you can use the bank. Go put your stuff in there. And that's what I've been doing ever since. All right. So over here, though, was my base of operations for the mining. I was going from here to the furnace, because a furnace is the other thing you need. And that's what that's why I'm going to set up operations over here, because I got, ooh, is that a furnace? No, it's rare trees. That's a mini game. Here's the mining pit, and I'm going to use this bank right here. See how close that is? Back and forth. And then I'll turn them into notes, and I'll bring them all to this bank. And then from this bank, I can run back and forth. Look at how close that furnace is to the bank. Over here, you got the same situation. You've got this, no, that, where am I at? Faladay, where's Faladay? There it is. Or Falador. You get the bank right here, and you actually got two banks, and then the furnace is right there, right here. So that's close too, and that works out well. And going back and forth to here, I could do that, and then here was the anvil. That was the closest anvil. So that's a pretty good system. Okay. Now these guys right here, like the Black Knights or the Dark Wizards. See how it says Dark Wizards Tower? If you attack the imps here, they will try to get you to follow them into there. I almost fell for it a dozen times. This is also where I found all 4 beads. I've killed imps all over the map, but right here is where I got, for some reason, I got all 4 beads here. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be. That's just the way it was for me. Don't hold me to it, but if you are new and you're trying to get the 4 beads, go to the outside wall here. Okay, and this is a very, I think, first level. Maybe not, maybe 5th level. I don't know. If you're not high enough level, go to Drainer Village and do this course right here. It'll take you 5 minutes to get up high enough level, because the first 10 levels are a joke. And then you jump through this and attack the imps all right here. But they're going to teleport over to here, and you chase them. And next thing you know, you're in with these guys. They'll kill you. They tried to kill me. Okay, so just go back and forth. Stay north here. I would come in over here. What I was scared to death is not paying attention and clicking. Okay. Now, I made probably the worst video I've made yesterday on my cell phone, but I was excited, and I wanted to show you that I'm going to try to redo that video. But I was at the mine pits down here. I got there. I am always the only one here. There's never anybody here, ever, for me anyway. And when I got to about here, I noticed this big structure here, big rock. So I walk a little bit closer, and it's a fallen star. And I'm like, what the? And I had to be 80th level to mine it. I'm only 50th at that time. So I said, damn. So, oh well. I go over here and I start mining. When I get filled up, I turn around and go back to the bank, and it was like a bunch of piranhas feeding off a carcass at the bottom of the ocean. I mean, they're all of a sudden, now like I said, this is a ghost town, but for some reason they all knew it was here. I don't know how they knew. I don't know how the word got out, because I hadn't made the video yet, and they had probably done about half of it down. Now at the time, I did not realize it. As they chop it down, it goes lower in level to make it accessible for everybody. I could have jumped in at that point. I didn't know that. I didn't even try. And it's gone now. Okay, so, but now I know. Next time I'll try to send the word out and get people there to chomp on it so I can get in on it. Or hopefully I'm high enough level when it comes down. Evidently some very important stuff that you can get out of that. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. What's that right there? I don't know what that is. Okay, so that's pretty much catching you up what I've been doing for the last 3 days. I've pretty much been sticking to AFKing. I've done a little bit of am I up to 24 yet? Yeah, where am I? See how, oh no, okay, I was in the same place. You got to be careful. You click here, you'll go someplace you don't want to go to. But I've been sticking to AFKing. And right here, where am I going? Quest. The greens are the ones that I've done already. And I'm only displaying ones that I qualify for. Now I started that intermediate. Oh no, intermediate's the next level. Okay, never mind. So I'm only qualified to do the recipe for disaster on special. So I got a long way to go. These are very helpful, but I've been having so much fun AFKing and just trying to make some money. And, you know, just messing around. And that's what I've been doing. So I'll get around to doing these quests. Now this one right here. The Barbarian Guard outside. This is like the first easiest one to do. But here's a problem I'm having. I don't know how to get to it. And I'll be honest, I haven't spent a whole lot of time trying to figure it out. But it's way... Yeah, there's Falador. Okay, here it is right here. Okay, where the heck is it? Oh, here it is. Over here. I had to go. See how far over it is over here? Now, I couldn't get past. I was down here, and I came up to this way. And for some reason, so you can come up north here and come in from the south, but that looks like something crazy. But hold on. Why couldn't I get through here? There's something blocking me. Right here. You can't get past this, guys. Unless you're high enough level for that agility shortcut. You can't get over the rocks. And if you go north, you get up to here, and you can't get past that. Now, it looks like you can go right there. Maybe I didn't go north enough. I don't know. There was something blocking me up here. So maybe I'll have to try that again. So I'll get over to that. But anyway, let's go do some more battles. All right, let's try this again. I'm going to hit... I like to keep my back to the exit. We'll come over here and attack them. There we go. Oh shit, they're both attacking me. Alright, let's keep an eye on my hit points. They're doubling up on me. I didn't know they could do that. I'm down 1 hit point. I got some pretty good armor on. We'll go over that next. Yeah, I was fighting 2 of them at once. Let's see, I need 124 more points. I might go up a level here. Now I'm on block mode, so I should be okay. See, that's a defense. Ooh, I'm down to 21. Okay, so now I should be okay. I got some bones, some gold, and you know what? Let's go and attack this guy. If I get under 20, I like to go recuperate. 48 more. There we go. I just went up something. Okay, hold on. Okay, I went up to hit points of 25. And my combat level's up to 28. So I am going to go a little bit above 28, so the scorpions leave me alone. And then I'm going to spend the night mining. I'm going to stock up on gold, iron, and what's the other one? Coal. Those are the big three right now. I think they got silver there. I think I'm high enough to start mining silver. All right, what I got there? Oh, a medium helmet. I'll go sell that. Okay, let's go see. So I'm 28.37. Now, they won't attack you if you're more than 28. So I'm good. I should be. We'll go experiment here. But look at my armor. I made this stuff too. That's iron plate body, and I'm getting close enough where I'll be able to make steel. That's what I'm making out of the coal and the iron. It takes 2 coal, 1 iron. And I got the steel kite shield. That's what I'm mass producing and selling. Now, if I'm near the shield lady, I sell it to her. If not, I sell it to the general store. And another strategy on the general store, I sell one, and I'm doing something else, because it will automatically time out and disappear, and you get full value. If not, they pay you less and less and less for each individual one you sell above the first one. Okay, haven't found a ring yet. I've gotten some gold rings, but I sold them. I don't need cosmetic jewelry. I need cash. So, all right, let's head on over to score. Oh no, let's go to the bank first. And I'm probably, if I have to put my pin in, I'm going to end the video. And I do. Okay, I'm going to end it here because all I'm going to go do is hang out in the pits the rest of the night. So thanks everybody who subscribed. Thanks everybody who's following. Appreciate you, and please leave a comment. I've learned a lot from people. I'm trying not to do the wiki. I know it's right here. Okay. Where is it at? Wiki right there. So it's nice knowing I can go look it up. I use mostly Gemini if I absolutely want to look something, but I'm just trying to, learn what I can. If I come up against something I can't figure out, I use Gemini, which is tied to Wiki, so it's still using that's what it accesses to get its information. So anyway, have a good night.